this is Connor. I've cracked open a beer. Try to get me to sleep tonight because I'll be doing the Yorkshire Three Peaks challenge. Decided to do it yesterday, so I've had 2 days to prepare. I've had a look online, got the maps and stuff. I've downloaded the, I'll show you on my phone, the FAT maps. If you subscribe to that, you can download it offline. Apparently there's not much signal up. I've just got Strava. Just have a look. This is my bag. Just got water in it, Lucozade, for some electrolytes, some Red Bull, stay caffeinated, and in there it's just gloves, beanies, all that stuff, and then just a bit of chocolate and that. There'll be a few sandwiches in there to keep me topped up. I'll be wearing that to keep me waterproof. That's waterproof coat, cargos, socks, Vaseline, #1 thing that you need, Swiss Army knives, bit of jumpers. It's going to be springtime, weather looks like it's going to be raining. I'm a little bit nervous regarding it, but I think I'll be alright. I'm going to try for under 12 hours, hopefully get a little bit quicker. I'm up early in the morning, 3-4 o'clock. I'm going to get myself Mackey's breakfast to start my day with a coffee, and yeah, so for me it's just a Madry for the time being. I'm just cooking myself up some steak in Tallygelly, that's how it's pronounced. So I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to try to keep a blog, and yeah, just let you know what it's about, and I'll see you in a bit. Good morning everyone, it is 4:25 in the morning. I'm just putting the address in for a Mackey's in Shipley. Setting off from Barnsley, should take me around 2 hours. Yeah, just going to get me a double sausage egg McMuffin, a bit of caffeine. Went to bed just after 10, so I probably got a little less than 6 hours sleep. I didn't sleep too well. So yeah, I'm ready to go really. All my gears here. I Red Bull 4 on my home just in case I'm tired. So I'll see you at Three Peaks. Alright, I've just got here. Went to the car park. A bit more expensive than £4, about 7-8 quid. Parked on this road here. And yeah, I'm just going to get on with it really. I didn't mention my fitness before this. I play football once or twice a week, and I go to the gym 3 times a week, and I do go on dog walks and stuff. But this is probably going to be one of the longest walks I've done. I've done a longish walk before, but I'm not sure how many mileage that was, but I'm sure it won't this. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Bye bye. Alright, so the first sign is going up to the top of that one there. Just crossing this bridge. Feeling pretty feeling alright now. I've been awake a couple of hours and I'm caffeinated, so we'll see how it goes. Keep you updated. feet's rubbing, some water's getting in one, so I stopped, just let my feet dry out for like 30 seconds. I had some insoles in my bag. I didn't put them in initially because it rubbed the top of my toe, I think, but I think it might be worth, well, I'll put them in. If it does start rubbing the top of my toe, I can take them back out. I can keep taking them in and out then, and gain like little periods of rest on certain parts of my foot. And that's what's happening. This is where I am. Still not reached second base. Second beat, but yeah, I'll keep updated. Yeah, just gone again. Just thought I'd update you. I've got to these bridges. I saw these on the internet. I think this is nearby where you can park for free. I'm not 100% sure, but if I include this in the video, that means that it is. So anyway, there's a place to park there on the pathway if you did want to do the Yorkshire Free Peak Challenge. So there's a hole up there now, so could have a pint after. Right, I think next time you'll see me is probably at the top of the second peak. Second peak, near the top. It's not way top. I'm a bit hungry down at the bottom, so I had a sandwich. Stop moving it. The wind making it a lot harder. Going you side to side, fighting against the wind. It's fun. Starts to feel strong wind in your face. Salt packet from McDonald's that I got earlier because I'm starting to feel cramp in my quads, which isn't good. So I'm going to keep this quick because I think they're only going to finish at the end of that place. So I'm not looking forward to whatever happens. To be fair, I might get away with it luckily, but yeah, the third mountain was quite steep, and yeah, I enjoyed the third mountain. silly. Just another update. Because my quads are cramping. Well, one if I sit like this, so I've got to keep running and then sit down like this. And it's only got 2 hours left. But I reckon I'll do it quicker. So, my idea, because I've had that salt packet, have some quick sugar, maybe might be something to do with glucose. And then I'm going to have a pot pie for a bit longer. Hopefully that will kicks in. That pot pie. When my sugar runs right. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing at the minute. Just had a better idea. Just found some eclairs. I'll just keep dabbling on them whilst I run down. Instant supply glucose should stop cramp hopefully. Unless it, well, it could be fucking out, I don't know. But yeah, that's my strategy. See if it works. I'll let you know. Right, I've just finished. Ran all the way back down Third Peak. So my stats are hiking's been 41.1 kilometres. Well, I can just show you here actually. Elevation gain 1600 metres and time is 8 hours and 55 minutes. It was pretty tough to be fair. My legs were cramping up on there, but if I kept on running it went alright. Them insoles have done me absolutely wonderful. I think them, I don't know if my feet would have held up, to be honest with you. I've been eating eclairs on all the way down to keep sugar levels up, just keep glucose into the quad so they didn't cramp up. Yeah, first mountain were steep, did it under an hour, false confidence. Then a long walk to peak 2, and then even climbing up peak 2, like long, and then just running down, and then peak 3. That's quite steep and all, to be fair. I reckon it could get a few people, that last one. I did enjoy that last one though. On way back though, if I weren't running, it would have been ages, fucking ages, mate. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, definitely worth it. I think it's worth anyone doing. You can definitely draw strength from it, because it is a challenge, it is difficult. I think on a summer's day it'd be a lot easier. I had high winds and rain, so having to go around sludge and then wind knocking me about didn't help out that much, but I got it done at the end. And yeah, gonna do it, get it done. Afternoon all, day after the hike. Just want to give you a rundown of how I'm feeling now, and just a bit of review on yesterday. First off, I felt a little bit stiff this morning. I was cramping up in the car yesterday if I did like try to put my socks on and stuff, but since then, after I've like eaten, got some fish and chips last night, just some tuna and that, some protein, and yeah, just replenished my electrolytes and salts, and feeling fine really. I was stiff this morning, but as soon as I've got moving up and downstairs, feeling fine now. Should be going out soon, going on a walk, going to a farm, so yeah, not too bad, but it does take a toll on the joints and stuff. Anyway, just a review on the mountains. I think everyone was saying that the first mountain was easiest. Not easy, sorry, it was the hardest. But I found it to be not too bad, to be honest with you. I did it in under an hour. It was like you're straight up. It is quite steep, but then you're over. Then I think the harder part for me was that to get to the second peak, it's like a long walk to just get to the bottom of the second peak, and then you're not really at the bottom. You have to walk all the way around, and it's like a gradual increment. And on the day that I went, it was high wind, so the wind were knocking me left and right and centre, so it looked like sometimes I'd be walking 2 steps and then obviously pushing you back one, and then so yeah, that was quite difficult in regards to the second. And then the third, I think that is also difficult. I didn't mind it too much. I'd already got my rhythm by this point, so it was fine, but it was steep, the third one. And I could see it taking a lot of grit, but yeah, once you're up the third, but then after even the third, it's like it is a long way. I ended up running the descent of the third peak, but yeah, if I walked it, I can imagine it taking ages and it being a little bit crushing. But yeah, so that's the review on the mountains. In regards to tips and tricks, I think my insoles that I put in my boots, so I think you either really need comfy boots that you know and trust, or well, you should have that anyway, and maybe some insoles, because I think when I changed my insoles 2-3 hours in, that stopped any rubs and burns and blisters from forming, and once I got them in and my feet got used to it, yeah, it was like easy days and it was just running forever. I would recommend taking plenty of food. I had a few massive sandwiches, loads of chicken in it, salami and stuff for the calories. I'd recommend bringing chocolate, quick sugar, and eclairs did me well, to be fair, because on the previous videos you'll have seen that I was getting cramp in my quad as I was running down. I had a salt packet to replenish sodium, and after I ate a Yorkie bar and kept on snacking on eclairs, it lessened the effects of what the cramp were going to be. And if obviously, as I kept on moving, kept on running, and I wasn't walking and straightening it out too much, it wasn't cramping up, so that did me well. But at the end I did need to sit on my knees and just stretch out them quads. Water, I brought 3.5 litres of water, 2 Lucozade bottles and a Red Bull. Ended up binning 0.8 litres of the water, just so I didn't have to carry it on my back. So that just depends on you really. I did drink a lot of water in the car coming up, so I would have probably drank that water if I would just starting out. So like maybe if you stop there and just got up, and that were only the water that you had, 3.5 litres might be the right amount, but for me I could have probably done with a little bit less and then not carrying that around with me. Spare clothes like beanies, gloves, I didn't use them. Probably could have used gloves. They were in my rucksack, but because I wanted to keep them moving, I just couldn't be asked getting them out really. So I waterproofed everything in little bags and stuff, so it was just a pain. To be fair, I think the strategy that I used wasn't too bad. Just hiking as usual, never stopping for a rest, and then running down the hills worked well for the time that I got. So if you are wanting a good time and you want to use a strategy, just walking up and then running down the hills, it's easier running down the hills as well, I think, as well, because if you're walking, you're slow, you got to take your steps. If you're running, you're kind of like covering more ground, and you have got to focus so you don't trip. But if you do have that focus, I definitely recommend like jogging down at like a slow pace. I'm just trying to think if anything else. I also took a walking stick. I think that would be advantageous for anybody who wants to do the hike, especially in the wind, because as it were like knocking me left and right, I could just use my walking stick from the right to stop me from falling over that way, and it just gave me a bit more momentum. Other than that, I think that's really it. So yeah, end of the day it was a good laugh. I think it's something that you can draw strength from. I really felt good afterwards. I expected to be exhausted after the day, in which I was, but I had so much feel good endorphins and stuff running through me. It just took me all the way up to like 12:30 at night, and I was only running on 4 hours sleep, so you'd have expected me to be in bed earlier, but no, I'm feeling really good in regards to it. I'd recommend anyone doing it. I think in the spring winter time it might be a lot more difficult with the wind and rain, but in the summer I reckon you could have an easier job, because you're not having to step around like the water and all the grass and stuff like that, because I had a little bits of water seeping into my boots, which weren't great, but I'd not have them problems in summer, and obviously you could just go do the normal path really. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say. I'll just have a look at my notes really quickly, just to see just things to mention, what I enjoyed. The birds, you can see them hunting, swooping for the prey. It's kind of nice to see nature. Other things of what I did do, most of the time I didn't have my earphones in, but for the first, going up the second mountain, I was listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, just for just for an hour or so, and then I listened to music on the third. But it is nice to get, obviously, not be consumed into your earphones and listen to the wind blowing and just nature in general, because it is peaceful. And yeah, that's it really. If you're going to do it, I'd say just do it. Get there early and put the graft in, and after, I can promise you you'll feel good. So yeah, this is Connor. Thank you for following through this video if you've reached this point, and see you there.